Ever found yourself staring at your bank balance, maybe after a little splurge or just the usual bills hitting, and wished you had a super smart friend who could just make sense of it all? Someone who could tell you exactly where your money's going, help you budget without feeling like you're suddenly living on rice and beans, and maybe even nudge you towards those savings goals you keep setting? Well, that's kind of the promise of Cleo, the AI-powered financial assistant that's been popping up on screens and in conversations. It's not your grandma's budgeting spreadsheet. It's more like a sassy, helpful chatbot that lives in your phone, ready to dissect your spending habits and offer, sometimes brutally honest, advice. So, the big question on your mind today, and probably the reason you clicked on this video, is how many people are actually using this digital financial guru? How many users has Cleo managed to rope into its world of AI-driven money management? That's a fantastic question, and it speaks to the growing interest in and reliance on fintech solutions to navigate our increasingly complex financial lives. Unfortunately, Cleo, as a private company, doesn't publicly release its exact user numbers on a daily or even monthly basis. It's not like a publicly traded social media platform that has to report user growth to shareholders every quarter. However, we can piece together some information and look at trends to get a pretty good idea of Cleo's user base and its trajectory. Over the years, Cleo has announced significant milestones in terms of user acquisition. For instance, they've celebrated reaching 1 million users, then several million users. These announcements, while not giving us a real-time counter, do indicate substantial adoption of the platform. Think about it. To reach millions of users in a relatively short span in the competitive fintech landscape speaks volumes about the value proposition Cleo offers. People are clearly looking for a more engaging and personalized way to manage their finances than traditional budgeting apps or spreadsheets. The integration with social media platforms and the conversational, often humorous, tone of Cleo likely contribute significantly to its appeal, especially among younger demographics. Furthermore, funding rounds and investment in Cleo can also offer clues. When a company secures significant investment, it often signals strong growth and potential for further expansion. Investors look at user acquisition rates, engagement metrics, and the overall market opportunity. Cleo has successfully raised capital over the years, suggesting that investors see a promising future and continued user growth. Another way to gauge Cleo's popularity is to look at its presence in app stores, both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. While these stores don't provide exact download numbers that are constantly updated, they often show download ranges, like 1 million plus, 5 million plus, or even 10 million plus. Observing these ranges over time can give an indication of how the app is being adopted. Consistently high ratings and a large number of reviews also point towards a significant and active user base. People tend to leave reviews, both positive and negative, when they are actively using a service. Beyond just the numbers, it's also worth considering the geographical reach of Cleo. While initially focused on specific markets like the UK and the US, Cleo has expanded its availability to other regions. This global expansion naturally contributes to an increase in its overall user count. So, while we don't have a precise, real-time figure for the number of Cleo users, the available information, past announcements, funding success, app store presence, and geographical expansion strongly suggests that Cleo has cultivated a substantial and growing user base, likely numbering in the millions. This highlights the increasing demand for AI-powered financial tools that offer a more intuitive and engaging way to manage personal finances. The conversational interface and personalized insights seem to be resonating with a significant portion of the population looking for a smarter way to handle their money. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.